We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Throwing to start the drive. Harrison. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Harrison. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jeremy Chinn able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
2nd and 9.
11. They got to go.
Burrow looking to pass. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout.
Here we go.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. Now it's Burrow. This is caught, and in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we... says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. To throw on second down. Harrison. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Baltimore defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Harrison. That's out wide here for Robinson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now this defense for the Ravens, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7?
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Robinson will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Now, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it as we resume action. Here's McPherson now to send it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Harrison. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Harrison. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down. Robinson up the middle. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down. Harrison. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown.
He's got a man, complete. Down the right sideline and all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. Taking it right down Broadway. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Operating from the gun, Harrison. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Harrison. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense. On 3rd down, Harrison.
That is caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Robinson on a give right side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And some room to run now. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. Go.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
11 MT.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
11. Here we go.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Burrow will throw. Throw to the right, caught by Cockrell. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
11, Thomas.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Pickens. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Burrow on first down. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now Burrow going to change things up. The drive will start with an option going left. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He'll decide to keep this once more. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now it's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Jeremy Chinn able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Harrison. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kaiir Elam makes a pick, and they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
11.
Now Burrow. Touchdown! A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. The partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a 1st down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Back to throw again. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
On 1, ready?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up. And
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From midfield now, Burrow. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
12.
Again, it's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Here we
The
go.
3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and this defense will take over right at midfield. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On 1st and 10, Harrison throwing the out route incomplete. That's Morton. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on it man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Well, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Ja'Marr Chase, 75 yards. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing to start the drive. Harrison. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Second down and 6 now. Operating from the gun. Harrison. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up third down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this. And you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
To throw on third down. Harrison. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
That's pulled in at the 32. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
2nd and 10.
11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. Dot.
Burrow looking to pass. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Here we go.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
Now it's Burrow. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year.
Here we go.
Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Here's Burrow. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Chig Okonkwo. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. Harrison. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Harrison. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jair Elam makes a pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get one.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go.
So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
12. 11 Thomas. 11 Thomas.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That is incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. running, passing. He's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Middle of the field, he's got Butler. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's out wide here for Robinson. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this 2nd half. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Looking to throw. Harrison. Under pressure, they got him again. Jeremy Chinn getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Get set. 11 MT, Tate. 11 MT. They got to go, got to go.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory.